Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mav, and today I want to talk about some of the dinosaur genres coming out, and I really want to talk about them as I've wanted the genre to make a comeback so bad, so I'm very happy. We have a lot to look forward to, from samurai dinosaurs to 4-player co-op adventures. So grab a coffee, relax, and let's take a look at what the genre is giving us over the next year. The game I want to talk about first is titled Instinction, what feels like the most good dinosaur game since Turok. We have a ton of information about it, so here is all the information you need to know. It was first slated for a release in September 2022, but the team got a huge financial injection that allowed them to grow the team and push the release date to 2025. They've currently said the game will be releasing on both Xbox and PlayStation alongside PC, so we all get to experience it. And I want to just say, I love it when this happens because I don't agree with game exclusivity. I think it's a bit lame. I think it's a bit old school. Everyone should be able to enjoy games no matter what console they are on, but I get it. It brings competition, blah, blah, blah. Me personally, I'd rather have absolutely none. However, we will all get to experience Instinction. That doesn't sound right at all. Instinction. It's built on Unreal Engine 5. It looks incredible. The lighting, the wind through the grass, even the dinosaurs look pretty realistic. They were originally building it on Unreal Engine 4, but it was one of the reasons for the game's delay, or one of the delays. It was to move it to the 5th edition of the Unreal Engine, so moving it from 4 to 5. Now, I'm okay with that, to be honest, as long as the game gets very better and gets very much, much more interesting. I don't mind on delays too much, but the story of Instinction is really quite interesting. A part of the world in the world of the game called the Rift, where past and present timelines have collided. Now, the story is set nestled away in the Yucatan Peninsula, a place where dinosaurs coexist alongside an ancient civilization that have worked together to protect the area and the dinosaurs. Now, you play as Isabel, a Mexican-American college student who is connected to the area by her grandma. Your job is to return a family heirloom that belonged to her ancestors. Now, obviously, she gets in way over her head when dinosaurs start causing issues. Izzy also realizes that a weird and mysterious organization is closing in, claiming they are there to stop a natural disaster. The game is both first and third person, which, to be honest, I'm not a massive fan of. I feel that it can be very weird going between them. I would have preferred them focusing on just one, maybe first person, or maybe third person as well. For me, always first person if it's like a survival based game. However, onto the main part, the dinosaurs. Now, the dinosaur game Instinction will feature over 28 dinosaurs, which some of them being deadly carnivores and some being passive herbivores. So this should make for some, kind of dynamic fights. But they've also noted that you will be able to suggest dinosaurs to get added that will be DLC, which I'm kind of unsure how that will go. Surely everyone would need to get the DLC, otherwise it'd just be really weird to play the game. But we don't know how many dinosaurs that will be in the game. But we don't know what dinosaurs will be in the game, but we do know that we will have the infamous Tyrannosaurus Rex, the fierce Carnotaurus, and the scary Diabloceratops, alongside the Smilodon and the Coronosaurus. I probably said the last one wrong. I can't really find out how it's pronounced. But Coronosaurus sounds pretty on the money for right now, or it did a few years ago. We're way past that. But we see these in the trailer, so we know this. The game will feature a heavy single-player focused campaign, but will have multiplayer. It will feature a fully cooperative mode that can be up to 3 players. We're unsure if this is a separate mode to the campaign, which I assume will be. But I can imagine there being the odd game modes with survival or extraction. I would love a survival game where you need to get in, solve puzzles, get artifacts, and then, get the hell out before we get, chased and attacked by dinosaurs. We know that in the single player mode, you will have to solve puzzles and claim artifacts. So I can see them bringing this into the multiplayer mode. However, imagine that the single player will have a huge focus on the artifacts. But the game will feature weapons too. We have seen some of them, but a huge standout is the blunderbuss, which looks like it could deal some serious damage. But I think the game will focus on the stealth aspect. We have no release date for this. I assume the tail end of 2024. Neither do we know about platforms confirmed, but you know, they have said they want it on all platforms, so we can hope that is the case, and we can hope that, you know, we can all enjoy it as well. I just want to give a brief moment to mention my other content. If you're enjoying this video, then please drop a like and also a comment that might help me make this content better. This is all really new to me, so if you have any advice, then please, you know, am I too annoying, blah blah blah, that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? But if you want to stay up to date with new games, I create content on TikTok and Instagram that showcases a new game each day, and I also stream on Twitch under the name Mavitivo, so everything's there. So if you know, if you want to check that out, by all means. I want to add this in here, as I never really know when to do it, and it feels weird. And as a grown man, I legit get really happy when I see people enjoy my content, as I think I work quite hard on it. However, the next dinosaur game coming out, which looks insanely well done, is The Lost Wild. It's being dubbed by the developers as an immersive and cinematic dinosaur game, attempting to capture the fear and terror of what used to be the monsters that sat at the top of the food chain. The thing set in this game apart, or aside, I guess, is the AI they talk about. Supposedly, a lot of their time has gone into it, which allows the dinosaurs to behave like wild animals and not monsters, which should make for a very fun game. But that's kind of enjoying, because I feel like a lot of dinosaur games, they try and be this weird thing. To me, it doesn't really work out, because they kind of act like what they think dinosaurs are, but they don't act as like, you know, animals, which is what they would be. They're not really like devil monsters, you know what I mean? But one thing I like about this game is that you cannot take out the dinosaurs, and I know people won't like this, but to be honest, like, what are you gonna do against these wild animals that have, you know, more teeth than you could imagine? It's always been something that's annoyed me, as if you're gonna 1-2 punch a T-Rex in the face, you know, it doesn't make any sense. You need to stay silent, stay alert, and stay out of vision, and if you do get caught, you can run or intimidate. For example, in the trailer, we saw the character using a flare to scare the dinosaur away. The developers really want to recreate an intense cat and mouse scenario, so it's given me strong Alien Isolation vibes, as that game was phenomenal, and the fact you couldn't take out the alien made it that much scarier. We don't know much about the story of the game, apart from the fact we find ourselves lost and alone in a scary and violent world filled with dinosaurs. We have a radio and a voice that will help us get to the end goal, which I assume is the helicopter to save us, but the voice will be guiding us through various abandoned facilities deep in the woods, where we can encounter tons of different dinosaurs. The deeper into the forest we go, the scarier and more deadlier the dinosaurs become. Now, what makes this even better is The Lost Wild will be coming to consoles too, and it's very important for them to do that. So we should have them on all platforms. Now, next up we have Deathground, a survival horror game that allows us to have both single player and co-op gameplay. It looks to be squad based, but I'm unsure if that means, you know, playing as dinosaurs or just playing as 2 groups of humans, for example. It has features like stealth that will help you navigate the world. It features unsettling and atmospheric environments. It's really trying to be a proper horror game, which is always lovely in a dinosaur game. Each of the characters you play as will have different classes to choose from, with each have their own unique strengths and weaknesses. So something a little bit different, and something that will be a bit more, I guess, appealing to the new audience of gamers, in my opinion. We have Kyoryu, which I'm pretty sure I've butchered, but it looks so sick. It features a post-apocalyptic Japan with dinosaurs. It's a very weird sentence, but one I like, saying you play as genetically enhanced dinosaurs that have taken over. It's going to be a game and a show which they also want to have minimal dialogue. I'm saying the word dinosaur too much. I get dialogue. So unless one of the dinosaurs, you know, speaks Japanese, I can see him getting past the no dialogue pretty easy. So I don't think that'll be an issue. The trailer for this game is really cool and features like a town in Japan, I guess, being overrun as 2 T-Rexes have to escape. I'm really looking forward to not just the game, but also the TV series. We have Ferocious also coming out, which it feels cheap to put this on the list, but it's an FPS game that has both dinosaurs and human enemies. Now, we find ourselves on a mysterious island filled with dinosaurs and for some reason, human mercenaries. The game is set to feature feature exploration, story elements, and intense, scary situations. It's a complete single-player game with levels to go through, as opposed to another open-world game. Now, lastly, we have Sun and Bone, which looks to be the most brutal in terms of shooters. You play as a Western sheriff chasing bandits that gets transported to a world filled with dinosaurs. Annoyingly, it's only on PlayStation 5, so others will miss out. But what's really cool with this is if you get a grappling hook, you can get a grappling hook, not if you can get a grappling hook, to help you out. So it looks like a really fun but different dinosaur game, albeit personally, I'm not normally a fan of the dinosaur games that aren't scary or realistic. I feel like I want to be scared. I want to be, I want to be frightened, and I don't really feel that when I can just get a grenade launcher and kill the dinosaur just like that. It kind of defeats the scary point. But guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. I cover a bunch of different games. I'm going to be covering so much more on this channel. As I said earlier, I cover short form content. I do one video a day on kind of TikTok and stuff like that. So I'm going to be really enjoying finding bigger videos to cover. But out of all of these dinosaur games, what are you most excited for? Let me know in the comments below. And of course, any feedback that I can make this video better for you or the general audience. However, that is enough from me. I hope you all have a lovely day, and until the next video, I will see you later.